Hey everyone, I hope you're having an awesome day. Today's video is going to be what Cornelius eats. This has been kind of a challenge for us because Cornelius went through this whole phase of being picky, not wanting to eat certain foods. So at this current time, this is what Cornelius is eating. I will give more updates as it goes along and we'll just get started. Cornelius, I know you're excited for food, but I want to show everyone what you eat. Come here. Cornelius. Those are actually treats. I just kind of want to make this a little haul as well. Right down there. I'll talk about those in a second. Okay, first things first. We feed him the Stella Chewy raw blend. This is half freeze-dried raw coated baked kibble and then freeze-dried raw. And the flavor that we have is the red meat recipe. So it has beef, lamb, and venison. Cornelius used to love salmon everything or fish anything. Anything fish related he loved, but all of a sudden he's picking out and doesn't want salmon or fish. So we're doing the red meat. We got a small package. He liked it. So we got a big package and we're hoping he still sticks to it. Next thing we got, so really quick. This is going to be like almost like a little mini review. The raw blend, which is half kibble, half freeze-dried, the ratio to how much freeze-dried raw, this one right here, in there is so small. So I really wanted to get something else freeze-dried to mix in there with it. So they do have, Stella Chewy does have like meal mixers, but at the store that we get our food from, they didn't have any flavor that we really wanted. So we got these freeze-dried raw patties. They're called Dandy Lamb. Not called Dandy Lamb, I'm sorry. They're that's just the flavor, which is lamb, and they're the dinner patties. So they look like this, and you can actually serve these as is. So these are actually a meal on its own, but I'm going to mix it with that just so he has more raw in his diet. So it does look like this. And if you guys are interested in the back part, this is kind of how it looks. This is the feeding. So if your dog, weighs 20 pounds, you would have like 6.5 patties, so on and so forth. And that's kind of how it looks. So that's this one. Then on top of it, we also mix some wet food. And I mostly do this because I feel like if he eats purely just dry stuff, you want to have textures, right? You want to have a little moisture in your food, and you can certainly mix in like water, but I like to give him some wet food. Plus he gets some added benefits of the wet food as well. So the brand that we use is actually from a local store. I don't know if they're outside of California. Are they? Oh, they are. Okay, so they are outside of California. It's called Cahoots, and the brand, I'm sorry, not the brand. The flavor is lamb and brown rice. And then we also have the duck and sweet potato. So the reason why I choose this brand, you guys are probably thinking like, oh, it's the store brand. It's probably not good. Like as if you're going to get like a Walmart brand of something. But I've actually compared the Cahoots brand to numerous amounts of wet food. And you guys, the ingredients are actually really good. So I'm not going to read all the ingredients. Now, for being a canned food, this is actually not bad if you compare it to other canned food. I wish I had other canned food just to show you with me, but honestly, garbage compared, like other ones are garbage compared to this. So if you can tell, the first ingredient is lamb broth, peas, brown rice. So your first couple ingredients are exactly what this says, lamb and brown rice. If you look at other brands of canned food, it's going to say lamb and brown rice, let's just say, and it's going to say lamb, and the next one is probably going to say like chicken meal or chicken broth or something of that nature, some kind of meal. No meal in this, you guys. Lamb broth, no chicken. Or it'll say like this one. Here we go. Duck and sweet potato. Duck broth, peas, sweet potato. Once again, couple ingredients is exactly what it is advertising. You go to another duck brand, it'll say duck, it'll say turkey, it'll say turkey neck, it'll say chicken. It's like, wait a minute, I'm not getting chicken flavor, I'm getting duck and sweet potato. So once again, I really like the ingredients on this in comparison to other brands, even much higher price brands. This is actually not a cheap one. So there is definitely cheaper than this. This is actually priced according if you want to compare it to a really premium dog food. So it's priced around that range. This is not like a 99 cents can of food. it is priced very competitively to high name brands. So we do feed him this as well. There is also the salmon and sweet potato that we used to give him. This is all he ate as a puppy, you guys. This with the Kirkland's kibble. He loves salmon, you guys. When he was a puppy, all he wanted was salmon, anything. So again, I just want to show you guys the ingredient list. Salmon, fish broth, peas, sweet potatoes. First couple ingredients, and you guys know the way they order the ingredients on a can is what's most of it. So the first ingredient has the highest percentage of what's in it. Last ingredient has the least amount of what's in it. So salmon is the first ingredient. Again, I've seen salmon and sweet potato, and you wouldn't believe what kind of like other meal is in there. And again, no meal. So some of them will say like salmon meal or fish meal. Fish meal can mean anything. It can mean any kind of fish, anything. This doesn't have any kind of meal in it. So I really, really enjoy the Cahoots brand. Okay, sorry, that was like a whole spiel on Cahoots wet food, but I really like it. Then this was kind of like, sorry, I'm kind of far away, so my husband's grabbing stuff for me. This is actually not a meal at all. I just kind of want to show this because we were having a little bit of a haul. And here's Cornelius splooting. Look at him. He's so patiently just watching as I film this. Hey, baby. Hey. Okay, so Cahoots always have some kind of promotion every month, something that's usually buy one, get one free. This month is the Buffalo Bully Cakes. Literally 2 ingredients, you guys. Buffalo, pizzle, and rice. That is it. So they look like this. They're hard, but they break down really easily. As soon as Cornelius like bites into it, like it'll crumble. So it has a very distinct smell. I'm just gonna warn you now. That's why Cornelius is like smelling this thing like crazy, because it literally smells up the whole bag that it was in. So we just got these. So there's 2 in there, and then we got another one for free. And I think this was like less than $2. I think it was like $1.30 or something like that. I actually have the receipt. Give me 1 second. Let me look. So the buffalo cakes were how much, baby? Robert's checking.
$2.49.
$2.49. So plus we got one for free. So you cut that in half. So less than $2 each. Like I said, really good for these little guys. Good treats.
And the cans are $2.29.
For the baby. Oh yeah, and if you guys want to know, the canned foods are $2.29.
Yep.
And if you do get a 12 case, which we usually do, we just didn't on this round. If you get a whole case of 12, you get 10% off, so it does knock it down cheaper. The Stella and Chewy lamb, the dinner patties.
$30.99.
So $30.99, and that is for 14 ounces. And then the raw blend, the red meat recipe for 10 pounds?
10 pounds.
10 pounds is how much?
$44.99.
$44.99. In case you guys were wondering. I'm actually going to track how long this lasts us, because we just switched up his food, and I want to gauge, you know, because me and Robert, we do budgeting, and I want to gauge how much this is going to last him. So I'm actually going to we're starting today to feed him. I'm going to see how long it lasts us, so I can get a kind of a better idea of, you know, how much to budget every either 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever this kind of thing lasts us. So we used to go through cans like one every day and a half, but because we're only putting a little bit in to supplement these 2 things, 1 can almost lasts 3 days. So that's kind of nice, because then we don't have to go through them as much. And here's baby Corn. You just chilling, huh, Corn? You want that already, I know. All right, you guys, comment down below what dog food brands you guys use, what you recommend, what are you feeding your dogs. If you have any questions about the stuff that I am feeding Cornelius, definitely leave it down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye, Corn.